sorry. No wonder. Okay, go live. Come on.
Hello.
Yeah.
I was just saying hi.
Oh, okay. And then let me go back to OBS. Okay, there's your hello. All right.
Hello.
So that was you waiting in the.
I don't know if it was me or not.
Well, I see your message in there. Hello.
It still says one is waiting.
Okay. I scooch this over there.
This is choppy AF, but
Choppy AF.
Okay, let's go to.
Oh, 3 are watching. There's
Oh,
3
really?
watching, yeah.
Oh, well, that's interesting. So you and two others.
Yep.
Neat. Oh, wait. Starting soon. Yeah.
Why aren't we starting now?
I meant I forgot to hit the starting soon button because that's what it's supposed to be on before we go live.
Okay. Whatever makes you happy.
Okay.
if it makes you happy.
It can be the bed. Let's start the show. Here we. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Yeah. Why the hell you so sad, motherfucker? Sheryl Crow. All right. Starting the shit. Here we go.
The following audio program contains mature content, including offensive language. Listener discretion is advised.
Play the radio. Make sure the kids hear words.
You're talking to the guy that remembers everything.
Remember that time we butt-fucked?
I don't feel okay with that. I really don't.
Robotutor's a loser.
You know, I'm not even saying anything anymore.
Why? Or maybe it's just I'm hogged up on caffeine. And
Because y'all get on to me for even saying anything. I'm done.
No,
I'm done.
I
I'm
didn't.
done.
You're supposed to fight back. Look.
I feel like you have a boner right now.
I don't.
The land of Fujiwa is a shitocracy.
First and foremost, I am not fucking RoboTuner.
Robo, fuck you.
That would be so tender.
Oh my
Number
God.
1.
That's the play for a stripper to just go, oh yeah, I listen to all of them all the time.
Why did the stripper turn to Matt
So where's
Thomas?
the stripper from?
Thomas, is that you, man?
I thought it was genius, RoboTuner. You did a fantastic job.
It is. I thought that I just wanted some money so I could buy some pop screen filters.
You dress up well, Thomas, man. I didn't know you were into this.
You little larper, you.
Someone shoot me. I have to live with him.
All these podcasts in my feed, but something's wrong. Not a single one I follow, they sing their own theme song. Now I have my own, and I really must say, please offer us advertisement so we can do this for pay. Do this for pay. Back in 2015, just a desktop and 2 mics. We found it hard on social media to get any likes. Then we got new equipment and the world was much more fun. 3 years had gone by, now our studio is done. RoboTuner, master of debacle, sitting at the helm.
Sushi keeping Matt in check, true ruler of this realm.
Thunder K shocking both their asses into gear.
Alex the intern. Why am I even here?
We're glad that you have joined for this occurrence of our show. We can't think of lyrics for this part, so here we go. The song is almost over, starting at last. Broadcasting from the dungeon at Castle Fujiwa, it's RoboTuner's Insignificant Podcast. Occurrence. What number are we on? 134. That's right. For Monday, May 24th, 2021, in the year of the animal where Rocky Mountain oysters come from. Holy shit, that was loud. Greetings. RoboTuner coming at you from the dungeon at Castle Fujiwa, back again with that low-budget podcast style for your listening enjoyment, amusement, disgust, or all the above. Take your shit. Take your pick.
God. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm still trying to get used to this heavy-ass quarter-inch cable for my headphones. Joining me once again across the table from me is my existing gorgeous romantic life partner, Sushi.
Here I am.
Music? No music. Okay, there we go. Dial that down a little bit, some. And then we have the M1 Abrams rolling down your street during a declared state of emergency. Thunder K.
Why is there...
He's playing crickets for me and thunder for himself. Genius. And then we have the newly, almost soon to be graduated, Alex the intern. I said we have Alex the intern.
We can't hear you guys.
Yeah, I can see you two laughing, but you must have muted your channels because I don't hear you guys. I hear the music, but I don't hear you talking.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. What the hell happened?
Hello.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Now I think
you have to be smarter. Oh, what is this?
Okay, now I can hear you. I can hear you.
Echo.
Do y'all have sound effects on?
No.
Let's get back to the news.
Hello.
Now it's intentional. Okay, shit. Huh. Yeah, so we were late getting started because of our new setup still and trying out a new remote video option for Thunder K and Alex since we're going live on a Monday this week. But we're here. Honestly, it's been a hell of a week. Not as...
It's a Monday.
I know.
We just started.
I'm talking about...
Be a hell of a week.
I'm talking about from between last week when we had our show and today.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it has. So first off, Saturday was fucking awful.
What was Saturday?
We spent 12 hours, almost 13, battling with your new ceiling fan.
Okay, hold on. In my defense, our house is wired fucked up.
It is.
It is.
That's no one's fault.
You open the wall, like
the ceiling.
No, you open the wall where the switch is, and the wires that are where the switch is don't match the colors of the wires that are coming through the ceiling. And plus it's a two-way switch or three-way switch. I don't remember what it was called. And so there's 4 wires that hook up to 3 wires from the ceiling fan, not to mention the fact that it took us forever to get the ceiling fan assembled.
Yeah, and we had to tear out some of the ceiling to get this stupid old box off of there because it was not going to support the weight of the new fan.
It was wire. Okay, so the box that was in the ceiling was for a regular light and
fixture,
not a ceiling fan. So we had to go get a new one.
Yeah.
I rewired my entire house with smart switches just a couple of weeks ago.
Can you come to our house and do the same thing?
It's awesome. Okay. All my lights turn off after 30 minutes, so when Justin goes to take one of his really long showers, he usually has to finish up in the dark.
A 2-hour shower?
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's been 30 minutes. I need to get out.
It's been 30 minutes. I need to get out.
It's like, Dad, can you make the lights last a little longer? It's 30 minutes, son. If you can't take a shower in 10, your
booty stinks.
Yeah, I mean, my hair's
not taking a shower at that point.
Yeah, my hair's down to my chest. I don't even take showers I don't even take showers that long.
And he's got a big booty, so there's a lot to clean
Justin
down.
has a big booty.
Hey, you got a big booty too, baby.
No, yours is bigger than mine.
No, it
but
isn't.
Anyway, so
Susie's got the big booty, Judy.
Big booty Judy.
RoboTuner's got some junk in his trunk.
Yes, I do. That's why the ladies love me like they do.
They do.
Including you.
Yep.
See?
Yeah.
Alex likes.
Anyway, I'm still sore from it, mostly on my shoulders and my calves too for some reason. I think it's because of all the standing we did on our bed to get it installed.
Yeah, it's still not installed.
Well, it is, but it isn't wired correctly. We got the fan to work, but it's not. It's only working via the pull chain.
We're gonna have to
not
get
the
an
switches.
electrician out to come and wire it into the ceiling correctly, because it's just not gonna.
I have all the equipment to do the continuity to find out what wire goes to what.
You do?
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Well, then get your ass over here.
Eventually, Eventually, they're gonna hire an electrician to rewire their whole house. Just over time, though.
Kenneth, I need you to be over here tomorrow.
Thunder K.
I need you to be
Continuity.
over here tomorrow and
Speaking
do continuity so we can have a ceiling fan in our room that works correctly.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I don't know if I'll be able to come tomorrow, but I'm still on Kimberly watch.
I know. I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah. And speaking of spousal watch, that was where we were yesterday. We were at Alex's graduation party.
Wait a second. Wait.
Why are we speaking of spousal watch then?
Yeah. Am I your spouse all of a sudden?
No,
Like,
I'm
why
talking
was I not
about your
informed of
dad.
this?
I'm talking about your dad watching his spouse, your mother.
Am I his spouse?
That was probably a pretty bad segue, Matt.
That's okay. He tried to
my
get
man,
there.
you gotta tell me these things.
He tried to get there.
Give me
It was
some slack.
unconventional.
I can appreciate digging for that segue, but I thought he was going to go into problems of last week, but
Oh no, we won't do that.
No, I wasn't gonna talk about that. But I do have some good news that I wanted to share. Well, other than, of course, Alex's graduation party, which congratulations, by the way, on graduating with honors, scholarships, and admission to University of North Texas. That is fucking awesome,
Why are
man.
you telling his stuff? Let him tell his
Whoa,
stuff.
hey, it's not illegal for him to tell my stuff.
Whatever.
Hey, he can elaborate once we get to him.
All right.
Yeah,
Jesus.
douche.
Hey, nobody's calling anybody anything. All right.
So mean.
So last night I actually started watching a current a miniseries that just debuted on Netflix over the last few weeks. It's called The Son of Sam. It's actually a short documentary that's about the crimes, the hunt for, and the eventual capture of David Berkowitz, the Son of Sam, or the 44 killer, is what the media dubbed him in New York in, I think, 1976 or 77. Oh yeah, it started in 1976. They caught him and arrested him in 1977. But his arrest is just the first part. There are 4 parts in total, and the rest of it is about other people that could have been involved in the crimes that took place. And it actually stemmed from what?
Just this whole concept of serial killers. Are there serial killers today? I mean, I really haven't heard anything.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there are, but whether or not the media exposes them or reports on them is subjective.
I just wonder if it's a lot harder to be a serial killer today than it has ever been, with everybody having a camera phone or a camera in their house or their building or whatever. I mean, I know that they still happen, but to actually be a serial killer, to do more than one, I wonder if it's more difficult or just the same as it was before.
I don't know. Let's do an experiment. Let's kill a bunch of people and see how that works out for us.
Hey, can you be my first victim?
No.
You will be my first victim. Finish him.
It's gonna be an honor. It's an honor. I'm gonna kill multiple people, but you know what? I don't want to kill you anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
The feds are still going to trace your IP right now and come busting in.
Oh, no, that's fine.
He didn't say COVID.
No, he didn't. He said, "Matt, I'm going to kill a bunch of people." That's what he
funny
said.
that you say that.
You could kill a bunch of people. You just can't say COVID.
Yeah.
Or kill a bunch of people with COVID. That's like
Yeah, well,
increasing your sentence tenfold right there.
That's only half crime. Kill a bunch of people with COVID.
At any rate, the series actually starts with the crimes, the search for, and the arrest of David Berkowitz in the first part, and the parts 2 through 4 is about a whole stack of files that the guy that made this documentary got from actually somebody that used to write at IBM that actually claims to have additional information about the events and suggests that David Berkowitz did not act alone. So I'm looking forward to the rest of them to see what they covered up. I mean, what they uncovered. I don't watch stuff like that too often. This was actually brought up by a couple of my friends who said that series was really good. They also came out with a mini-series about the Nexium crimes. You guys remember that whenever that went down, right?
The what crimes?
Nexium. That was that Hollywood-based organization where they where they recruited aspiring young starlets to be part of a sex cult, and basically they became sex workers. There's a bug on your earphone, on your left one. It looked like an ant or something. Oh, anyway.
Could have been an uncle.
Yeah, and then one of the actresses from the show Smallville was the lead recruiter, and she and the guy that started the cult, Keith Raniere, were the main ones that were arrested. And it's not on Netflix though; it's on HBO Max, which I don't have. I'd really like to watch that too. Something about that, not the events that transpire, but the way these people's brains are structured and what compels them to do the things that they do is what I find interesting.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Because they don't think like normal people. They're
No.
usually very brilliant.
Yeah, or have severe cases of mental illness. For example, David Berkowitz, his primary motive for carrying out his murders is that he believed that his dog was possessed by a demon named Sam, and he claimed to be his spiritual father. So that's why David Berkowitz referred to himself as the son of Sam.
Is that you think that's why Sam and Max was so popular as a video game?
Oh my god.
Man, I love Sam and Max. Don't freaking taint them with talk
You
about
can't tell me
David
their dog don't look like a
Berkowitz.
demon.
Actually, now that you mention that, Thunder K, and Sam and Max Hit the Road, is it the Hit the Road? Or no. Sam and Max Beyond Time and Space, the last chapter, they actually go down to hell.
Yeah.
And it's set up like an office building.
Is that the video game where the guy is always going, does the carpet match the drapes?
Yes.
Okay.
Sam is an anamorphic dog, and then Max is his anamorphic rabbit type sidekick.
Got it.
Yeah. Sam is the logical, basically freelance detective, and then Max is just the psychopathic creature of sorts. Who also becomes president of the United States. That series is so off the wall.
Spoilers.
It's a good game. It really is. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the one that I haven't played is the third part, which was only released, I think, on Steam and on PlayStation 3, and it was called The Devil's Playground.
I think I did play it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, love me some Sam and Max.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so some other good news.
One more time.
Say what one more time?
Say anyway, one more time.
Yeah, say anyway one more time.
I have some good news.
Do I know this news?
You do.
I do?
You do.
Okay.
Because I told you this morning.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
You told me.
My band, The Jet Noise, has another gig.
Ooh.
Yes. June 4th.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm really
Man at
upset.
Southside.
I'm upset. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because I always like to be there for your first shows. But you scheduled this show, which was what was offered to you, on a weekend. I previously had plans to go see Mom. And I can't cancel. So.
Well, you could, but it comes with penalties.
It does. Well, and also you have to think about the fact that, am I canceling with my mother because something better came along? That's not right. That's not the right way to act or be.
No.
Like, if you make plans with someone, you don't cancel your plans because something better comes along. You stick through it and you do the plans that you already had pre-made.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
like...
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's like us canceling our trip to Savannah a few weeks ago because something better came along.
Nothing better came along.
I know, nothing did. I'm just using that as an example.
So anyway, I'm not going to be able to be there, and I'm really upset about it.
I like your new title card. As soon as I say that, it goes away. Bring it back.
It'll come back.
I know.
Yeah,
It's on auto.
flashes.
There it goes.
I need to space it out a little bit more. I didn't have a lot of time to set up for the show.
Matt's girlfriend, co-host. Oh. Robotuner's girlfriend. It's okay. What does mine say? Let me see. Mine says, next to my
Host.
guitar,
It says host.
Robotuner host. Oh, see,
what
you
do
have
you
a
do?
more avid description than I do. See, look at that. And then look at mine. Look at that. Look at mine. But I can't bring up Thunder K and Alex remotely.
can.
Not yet.
Yeah,
I
you
pressed
can.
all these buttons. Watch. See? There's where you would be if you were here.
If you were here, that's where you'd be
There's
sitting.
the starting soon. There's the info for the end of the show. That's blank. And then that's all three of us.
Maybe the blank was supposed to be them.
Yeah, and there's another blank. And then
Oh yeah, because they cut out last week.
Yeah.
yeah, so I just keep it here.
We'll get it all settled.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
will.
It's new to us.
Yeah.
I do about 30 minutes to an hour before the show to play with it, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the Stream Deck, though. I'm having fun with this. Switching back and forth.
I have a Stream Deck over here, too.
Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. Wayne's World, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, so my band has another gig scheduled on June 4th, 2021, which is it's 2 Fridays from now, right? No, it is 1 Friday from now. Yeah, one additional Friday from now. Yes, at Main at Southside. And we're going to be playing with a band that's actually been together since 2007 called How's My Driving. They're a pop punk 4-piece band.
Did you do a video for them?
How's My Driving?
I thought it was them. Who is it?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No. I've never seen them play before.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, so knowing the event should probably be created today or tomorrow. But you also know what this means. I actually had a bet with my friends from my other project, Stink Flamingo, that said that we should. I suggested that we make bets on which of the respective bands get a gig first, and I put the Jet Noise, the Spectacle, which 2 out of the 5 play in, and then Stink Flamingo. So I win. So the rest of the guys, they have to.
Are you a part of the Stink Flamingo?
I am. I was just saying which of our other respective bands would get a gig before Stink Flamingo. So I
can't
won.
wait till you guys at Stink Flamingo have a gig. I really want to go see that.
Yes. The stuff is coming together slowly but surely.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I will tell my mom. I'll be like, if I make any plans with you, just FYI, if there's a Stink Flamingo show, I'm gonna have to cancel.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over really well. Yeah. Anyway, since I won the bet, the rest of the guys have to forfeit their Dogecoin earnings.
Earnings?
Yeah.
Boy, Dogecoin has just died.
It isn't died. It goes up and down.
It went down.
That was a joke that we had.
I only put $100 on it, and I've lost 20.
It'll go back up. Just hold on. Just hold that.
Well, I have no choice. I'm down $20. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna wait till it gets to 0. And
listen,
then
GME goes down all the time. It was up today, and I was like, yeah, but I'm not selling, sucker.
Not selling, sucker.
It's supposed to sell when it's high and buy when it's low.
Yeah, well, it's not high enough for me to sell it yet.
Not yet, at least.
I wish I would have sold Dogecoin when it was at.
It's Dogecoin, not Deutschcoin.
Yeah, dummy.
Whatever, Doge.
Yeah, because the Deutschmark doesn't exist
I wish
anymore.
I would have sold that dog coin before that doggy coin.
Doga.
The doggy coin when it was high, and then bought it, last week when it hit the floor.
Oh, hey, Thunder K. That's something I was gonna mention. Did Sushi here send you a link to the video that was a skit from Saturday Night Live? Not this last Saturday, but the one before.
No. I didn't.
Oh, Keegan.
Was that the one from Elon Musk?
No. It was Keegan Michael Key, formerly of Key and Peele. He was their guest.
It was the Muppets.
Oh, okay.
Did you see it?
The Muppet Show, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Keegan Michael Key played Muppet Show security. Him and Kenan Thompson. It was fucking hilarious, man.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes.
I'll send it to you.
And they use unofficial recreations in the Muppets, as you can imagine, because, NBC is not part of Disney. That's ABC. Anyway. Don't rate me. Anyway, that's all I had from my end. So Thunder K, you got anything you want to talk about that's uplifting and other
How
than
was your week?
your son's graduation?
How did your week go?
Wow, my week. It was a bad week. I don't want to get too much into it, but
Yeah.
I spent most of the week at the hospital with my wife, who's, if anybody's into praying, pray for her, because she's had a rough year so far. But other than that, I wired my house with smart switches, which has been kind of a blast for me because all these gadgets now in my house, and you can turn the lights colors and dim them, and the whole reason why I did it, or at least why I talked myself into it. First of all, it's cheaper than you think it would be. And second, my electric bill for the past 2 months has been over $500. Now, I'm on average billing, which is why it's so high, but I can't afford to pay $500 a month in electric anymore. So,
Oh yeah, it's completely understandable. And that's in spring pricing too, spring months.
So I went through the house, and for, I guess it was like $9 a light switch, replaced them with smart switches, and it improves the ability to be lazy 100-fold, because now I can just tell Alexa to turn on and off all the lights, which I hope I just didn't tell her to do that.
You did.
Okay, there they go.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
And not only that, but you can set all these lights with smart capability. Like if I turn on the hallway light, 30 minutes later it turns itself off. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten up and the kids have left the hallway lights on, and the porch light is now on a timer. It turns on at like 8 o'clock and turns off at
So
midnight.
what you're saying is,
What you're saying
that
is
the Big Brother can turn all your lights off?
I'd let him. I'd be glad if he did. He'd save me money.
Yeah.
You know, oh, Big Brother's turning your lights off. Well, thank God. They're finally
Finally.
doing something to help a brother out.
Jesus, man.
Oh my God, he turns his light on at midnight. He must
Whoops.
want food at night. Oh yeah, hell yeah, I want food.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the
Brother,
midnight
send me a
snack.
nacho.
Exactly.
I don't understand the argument of our light switch is secure. Well, okay, hack into my light switch.
I was just kidding.
I know, I've heard this argument before. Well, you do realize that they're not very secure.
We have our thermostat on like this same kind of thing. If we had our our what are they called? That right there on the table.
What?
It's right there by your monitor. I can't remember what it's called.
What, the Stream Deck?
No,
What?
it's the circular thing. Under
Oh, the Google Home.
Yeah, Google Home. We have ours
Google
on Google
Home.
Home.
Yeah, there's apparently some talk about people being able to hack into your system through your smart devices, you know, going through the cloud. But
Yeah.
you know, let them hack. There's really nothing on my network that I'm too worried about. You know, if they start sending out mass emails, I'll know right away because my router's smart enough to tell me.
I don't know why anybody would care enough to really do that. Like, I could understand if our house was controlled by locks that was attached to a network, which I do have a friend who has those kinds of locks on his house, where all you have to do is type in a code and go in the house. Like, you don't even need a key. But, yeah, I mean, not a lot of people have that yet.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sure that's coming soon, though. It wouldn't surprise me in the least.
We've been to his house.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I do.
So yeah, it was actually a lot easier than you would think to wire them in. You know, in fact, I've actually improved some of the wiring in the house just by putting them in because, you know, whoever did our house before didn't do a very good job of putting in light switches for whatever reason. But yeah, I could definitely go to your house and fix yours. I'm pretty okay with some electric stuff. I can wire in the ceiling fan, but ask me to do something greater than that, and yeah, you're going to have to get an electrician.
Will those switches work on Google Home?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Are they expensive?
And they're like $9 a piece. And
Okay.
You can buy them in
That's not too
4-pack.
bad.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, in a
it's not.
4-pack?
Especially since if you start thinking about, okay, how many times do I go through the house and turn off all the lights?
That's me. I'm the one bitching about that.
Yeah. So what you do is you just set all the lights on a timer, even if you you have to tell your device to turn them back on after a certain amount of time. Like the living room I have set to 2 hours, and after 2 hours the lights turn off. I just go, hey, unit, please turn on the lights in the living room, and it turns on the lights.
How does that work with a ceiling fan?
It just turns on and off the ceiling fan. And
If it's
you
on
can
a
buy
three-way switch?
for the same amount of money, you could buy a dimmer switch
Uh-huh.
and just turn your ceiling fan on high, and then you tell the device, hey, device, turn the ceiling fan at 50%, and that'll slow the fan down to 50% because it's on a dimmer. It's on a variable resistor. So
What if
and you
it's
can
on
do the
a
same thing with your
three-way
lights.
switch? Is there a button that has a three-way switch?
I'm not sure what you mean by
It's
three-way
like
switch.
2 buttons on the wall. It would need 2 buttons on the wall. Because it's got 2 switches on the wall.
I'm sure they have a device. I know they have
I'm
a
probably
device
saying
that'll
it wrong.
split out. Huh?
I'm probably saying it wrong. It's probably a 2-way switch, but I keep thinking that it's a 3-way switch for some reason.
I don't know why you would be a three-way switch. You just have on and off, right? You don't have on and off and then some third setting.
Yeah, you have on and off for the light and on and off for the fan.
That's still a two-way switch. Are they separate in your house?
Yes.
So you would just need two switches.
Right. But they're connected. They call
Yeah.
it like hold on. I'll
We'll
look it up.
update this
I'll look it up.
offline because that doesn't make any sense. It sounds like you have one two-way switch with them both wired together. That's what it sounds like.
It is a 2-way switch and it has 2 switches on it. But it's
Oh.
one switch with 2 switches
Yeah, they
on it.
do have those.
Okay, that's
They
what
do
it
have
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough. Let's switch. Talk from Switch.
Get outta here.
Unless you want to talk about the Nintendo Switch, a system that is only known for two notable games. One is Animal Crossing: New Horizons. The other one's Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Or I guess Super Mario Odyssey too. I've heard that one's pretty good too.
Well, there's a big following for Mario Maker and Super Mario Kart. I mean,
Oh yeah, Mario Maker. That's right. But that
Pokemon
debuted on the Wii U. That didn't debut on the Switch.
Yeah,
well,
but
they're talking about
the second one's gonna come out on the Switch.
Yeah, the Mario Kart 9 is supposed to be coming out soon.
Oh really?
Yeah, and they're also debuting a new Pro Switch.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be higher res and more power.
They got remakes coming out for the Pokemon games.
And all the Zeldas.
Yeah.
Like this year's Zelda's 35th anniversary. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, it came out in 1986 in Japan,
so
and then it
they're
came to the
supposed
U.S.
to
and
be
Europe in
doing
'87.
They're supposed to be doing a Nintendo Live on the day of the 35th anniversary, and I think they're announcing. There's some speculation. I don't know. I think they're announcing Majora's Mask and.
I would hope they bring it to the Switch because that would be freaking awesome. They rebooted
Wind
it.
Waker and.
They rebooted it to the they re-released it to the 3DS, but I mean, it just wasn't what I wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they're supposed to be porting all of them, I think, to the Switch because Switch is going to be their new portable platform.
That would make the most sense.
Oh yeah, because it can be used as an in-home console or portable.
Yeah. And if you think about it, it just makes sense to standardize on that because then you know they're going to have 3 units coming out, you know, and so there's really not going to be any room for a 3DS or something like that.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, still hardly anyone can get their hands on a PS5 or the new Xbox Series X or S. I still have yet to see one available to purchase in any store.
There's already people modding the PS5 to put it in a smaller chassis. Have you seen those?
No, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of people who are like, this thing is huge, and they'll put it in a smaller chassis because 90% of it's plastic. Those plastic wings and stuff that's all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have the backwards compatible PlayStation 3. That's my greatest find. I was so excited.
I know it, and it was the original, the original higher end of the two launch models. One, because the one that you have was backwards compatible with PS 2 and 3 games, and it has a larger hard drive.
And PS1. We can play PS1 games on it too.
Oh, did I say that? Yeah. I meant backwards compatible with 1 and 2. That's what I meant. Yeah. And then
you still have your Dreamcast?
Yes, I still have my Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Those are becoming more increasingly rare because the CD drives keep failing on them.
Oh.
Really? I heard the copy protection on Dreamcast games were non-existent.
I also have the Sega Saturn.
There is some copy protection on there, but it's not like you can just take that drive out and put in a different drive.
Oh yeah.
Because it's matched to the motherboard, and so it won't talk. And there's people who are working mods on it, but original, unmodified Sega Dreamcast are becoming very rare.
I believe it. There's still a bunch of homebrewers that are making games for the Dreamcast too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, there's a Dreamcast emulator that's pretty cool.
I used to actually have a emulator called Bleem that was for the PC. It was $30, and it was only on the market for about a year before Sony took the company to court and gave him a cease and desist order. After a cease and desist order, it was supposed to emulate the PS1 games on PC, but the only game that I could get to partially run on it was Metal Gear Solid. That was it.
First of all, you have to have a machine that is at least like 10 times faster than the thing you're trying to emulate. So then back when Bleem came out, there weren't PCs that were too much faster than
this was
PS1.
99.
Yeah, so that's probably one of your issues. The second one is, the way they defeated that was to release those emulators out as educational.
Yeah, that was a legal loophole. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you are just out there trying to emulate just for educational purposes, then they can't sue you. But,
right.
What somebody else does with the software is not their responsibility.
Yeah. Which it's why it's completely legal for you to make your own ROMs of your own owned games. It's whenever you start distributing them or or either selling them or downloading them from share sites that it becomes a legal issue.
I had Crusaders on just regular CD to play on my PC, and I just found out that they have multiple versions of Crusaders on Steam. I had no idea this whole time. I was so excited to find. I downloaded Crusaders last night because Markham and I went and played it, and I had forgotten completely how to play that stupid game. I was like, really? I forgot how to play it? So I have to go through the tutorial and remember how to play it again so that he can beat me on the game, because he was already beating me last night.
So he can beat you.
Yeah, he was already beating me. I was like, oh, I'm so sad.
Well, that's the only reason to play games with your children, is so that they can whip your ass at it.
Yeah. But I love that game. I love it. It was like infidel, and I was like, yes, when I heard it. And the rat always comes at you and he talks some schmack, and you're like, shut up, rat, I'm trying.
Them rats. I've never played any of those games, the Crusader games.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I also like Black and White. Black and White's a really great PC game, and it's like it's similar to Crusaders.
History too.
Yeah, I have it. I think, did Markham get it for me for my birthday one year?
I think he did.
Yeah.
It was a used copy from Half Price Books or something.
I need to get it downloaded to my computer. But Black and White is like similar to Crusaders because you have villages, but you have to make your villagers like reproduce, and they worship a god, and you get to pick the god that is in the game. I usually pick this white fluffy dude, and he's huge. And anyway, it's pretty cool. You don't have other villages coming in and attacking like Crusaders, but you have to keep your village up. And keep your people happy. Same thing as Crusaders.
Oh, kind of like SimCity or Civilization. Okay.
Yeah, Black and White was completely broken when they first released it, and back then they didn't really have the internet to auto update, and so there was a lot of pissed off people because they made a lot of promises on Black and White and didn't deliver. They delivered eventually at Black and White 2, which is also a very good game.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's better than Black and White 1.
Yeah.
Obviously, but
And they have more gods in that one.
you're talking about pets, right? Not gods.
Well, they're pets, gods, same thing. That's what the people worship
no,
them.
the pets weren't gods; they were just pets.
You were God, but the
Yeah.
people worship the pets, is what it was.
Yeah.
He just can't handle the AC on. He's gonna burn me out of here.
You know how you get them
turn
back?
it down. It's getting a little humid in here. Look at the fridge.
Oh, okay.
You know, ACs actually draw humidity out. That's why they leak water out the rear end.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I said it again. Shit. Thanks, Alex.
Now he's gonna be so self-conscious of saying that over and over.
No, I need to be because saying that anyway. So, but.
It's a drinking game.
Yeah.
Every time RoboTuner says anyway, take a drink.
All right. We did have an intimate moment between RoboTuner and Sushi we wanted to talk about. Actually, I should let you talk about this, my dear.
You start it because I forgot most of it.
It's about my voice. That's all I put in my notes.
So you forgot too.
Yeah.
Basically.
So intimate.
I
So
know.
intimate.
It was hilarious
My
at the
voice.
time. I know what it was. Okay, so when I was dating before I met RoboTuner, I went out on a date with a guy whose voice was ridiculous. I just couldn't handle it. Like, it grated on my nerves. And then I decided from then on out, I was not going to date a guy until I heard their voice over the phone. Or not date, but go out on a date with them. And anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, when I heard RoboTuner's voice on the phone, I was like, oh, that's such a beautiful voice. I love his voice, right? So then, we went out on dates, and now all I hear from him is, hello, Shelly.
Hello, Shelly.
Greetings.
Greetings. Goddamn, man.
What are you doing, Shelly?
What are you doing, Shelly?
That's all I hear. So that was funny to me.
Do you think you're going to finish the laundry today?
And I was like, I thought that their voices grated on my nerves until he started talking like that all the time. And then I was like, oh my gosh.
Not
Just
to ruin
kidding.
y'all's perfect moment or anything, but did you know it's National Rigatoni Day?
No.
What are we supposed to do
What
with
does
that?
that signify?
Eat a bowl of rigatoni?
It's
Keto
a little
doesn't
late for
do
rigatoni.
pasta.
No, it's never too
Yeah.
late for rigatoni.
Yeah, we're back on our keto diet today.
Yeah. Except that, we had bread balls.
You should have ate rigatoni.
Hush puppies.
They weren't hush puppies. Those are made out of cornmeal. These are made out of flour. These were
Oh.
bread balls. Battered bread balls.
Oh, so it wasn't almond flour?
No.
No. You could have made it with that. I would still
We're
would have eaten
coming
it.
back down. We're coming back down from all the sugar high we had.
No.
Dude, we have so many cookies from the graduation party still left.
Yeah, those cookies were good.
Well, you know what time it is.
Yeah, we do. It is time for
Sushi News, your source for news. Damn, that's loud. Sushi News. Ready? Go!
I didn't know we were Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
111-year-old Australian man's longevity secret is clucking strange. That's right.
What?
Yeah. Australia's oldest ever man has included eating chicken brains among his secrets to living more than 111 years. He was a cattle rancher. His name is Dexter Kruger, and on Monday he marked 124 days since he turned 111. a day older than World War I veteran Jack Lockett was when he died in 2002. So Kruger told Australian Broadcasting Corporation in an interview at his nursing home in the rural Queensland state town of Roma days before the milestone that a weekly poultry delicacy had contributed to his longevity. Chicken brains, you know, chickens have a head, and in there's a brain, and they are delicious little things, Kruger said. There's only one little bite. You know, that's kind of like sucking the juices out of the crawfish head.
Oh.
What the hell do you think I was going to say? Your
I was just
face.
trying to get a reaction out of those two up there.
Throw up, yeah.
Kruger's 74-year-old son Greg credits his father's simple outback lifestyle for his long life. Nursing home manager Melanie Calvert said Kruger, who is writing his autobiography, was probably one of the sharpest residents there. So at 111 years old, this man was really smart because he ate chicken brains. Just want to let everybody know.
Smarts and cock.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, so we had some really strange things happen this week.
We did.
Yeah. Number one, a volcanic eruption that killed a few people happened in
Nigeria,
Yes.
wasn't it? No, the Congo.
The Congo.
The Congo.
So I decided, I was like, okay, I don't know why that was newsworthy other than the people died from it. I get that.
It was a newsworthy?
Worthy.
Yeah, what's
I said
newsworthy?
worthy.
Okay.
I need something to drink. I don't have anything to drink.
You could have a beer.
I'm not drinking a beer. So I went and looked to see what we're at for volcanic eruptions this year. And there have only been, so far this year, 53 total eruptions. Now we're halfway through the year, so that seems like a lot, but there's only 52 active volcanoes in the world. And that is the lowest amount of active volcanoes recorded. And that's since 1991 on this chart that I see. So there, since 1991, that's the lowest amount of active volcanoes. And that's over a span of 25 countries, which is also the lowest since 2002. Because in 2002, there was only 25 countries with active volcanoes. Another thing is that we haven't had a level 5 or 6 active volcano since 2011. So the eruption didn't get to level 5 since 2011. And level 6 since 1991. So that's a long time, I think, for volcanic eruptions, and I feel like
we're due.
I feel like something's happened. So then that brought me to, I went down this was my rabbit hole, right? So then I decided let's check out San Andreas fault line, because that's a thing that's sitting in the wayside waiting to happen. And so far, so good. It hasn't come to fruition yet. And the last time anything happened with that was in 1906. But they're saying that it's a very rare event and not likely to happen in 2021. So we're probably not going to see anything happening in the California area on the Washington, California, on the San Andreas fault line this year. But the last time it did happen, over 3,000 people died.
Damn.
And that was in 1906. That was a lot of people.
1906?
Yeah, that was a lot of people.
Aren't people really watching Mount St. Helens right now?
Yes and no. I mean, they're always watching Mount St. Helens, and what you really need to worry about there is if a major earthquake happens, because if a major earthquake happens, that can cause Mount St. Helens to have an eruption.
Yeah. And
that's what happened the last time. There was an earthquake. It blew out the side of Mount St. Helens, and I thought it was a lot of people died. It was like 13 people died, but one of them was a researcher who had been watching Mount St. Helens for a very long time, and the other guy was a guy who lived on the mountain, and he was like, I ain't moving. I'm like 84 years old or something like that, and he's like, I'm not going anywhere. and neither one of their bodies have been found to this
Yeah,
day.
because they were likely disintegrated.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So anyway, I thought I'd bring that up, and then I was like,
And then
oh, so Darwin's what was it called? Darwin's
theory of evolution.
No, the thing I told you about this morning. There's a it's like an archway that is made out of a rock formation in the sea that a lot of movies have been filmed at and a lot of pictures have been taken at. Well, unfortunately, the archway has fallen, and it fell like 2 or 3 days ago while there was a boat driving by, and so now it's just 2 rock pillars standing in the middle of this area.
Oh yeah, that's in Greece, isn't it? That
Darwin's
archway.
Arch.
The Darwin Arch, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. So now it's no longer an arch, and it eroded. It eroded and fell apart. So
Yeah.
that happened this week too. Then there was also some crazy stuff. In China, there was a ultra marathon where people were running in the mountains, and out of the blue, they weren't expecting this, but a powerful storm hit that threw out hail and high winds and killed 21 people.
Oh, hail, no.
21 people were killed in a freak storm in China.
That came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, because if meteorologists were able to predict the storm, and if it to be that severe, or even predicted to begin with, they would have called off that marathon.
So that took me down a different rabbit hole.
Which
and
was?
which was tornadoes, because they said high winds, and I was like, I wonder if they have tornadoes, because you never hear about it. Any crazy tornadic activity in European countries. So I thought, let me look that up. Come to find out, they don't really have a lot of activity from tornadoes, not like we do here in the States. When you can look at Wikipedia, and it lists off some, right? So North America is like a long ass list of storms. But then you go to South America, and it's like 10 storms, and I think the last storm was in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you look at Europe, and the last storm they had, let me look, is 2019 in Manchester, United Kingdom, and it was a T3F1.
I wonder how strong that is.
But before that, the last tornado was in Italy, and it was in 2014. So it was really few and far between there. Then in Africa, there have been quite a few tornadoes in Africa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Mainly F4 and F3 tornadoes. And the last, Asia, Asia is quite a large continent. But the last actual tornado they had there was in 2019 in Dazantao, China. And it was actually caused from the tropical storm Padul. But before that, here's another one. It was 2019. There's 3 in 2019. So you compare that to us, and I think we have like 3 a year here. Like every year.
Just in Texas, yeah.
No. I'm talking about all over the United States. At the least, we have 3 a year here.
Yeah.
We have more than 3 a year.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. At the very least, we have 3 in the United States alone. So I'm like, how crazy is this that there's not that much tornadic activity over in Europe? I don't understand that.
Likely the climate that they have as compared to what our climate is here. Just like tsunamis, we don't get tsunamis here in the North or even South America. They only hit Asia.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting. I thought I would share that because it was something that came to my mind, and we don't, there's things that on a daily basis we don't really think about it, and I thought, well, I'm going to look this up and share it with everybody.
Yeah.
According to the U.S. Tornado Climatology we have an average of 1,000 tornadoes a year
In the United States?
in the United States alone.
Damn,
Jeez, I'm telling you, it's a lot.
that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
I never even thought it was that high, or would be.
Well, I mean, you got to think there's big tornadoes, little tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada is a distant second with around 100 per year.
Yeah, see, it's like a huge drop.
Mm-hmm.
And they're second.
But they also have to worry about blizzards and hard
We
freezes.
have a
and
really
things like that.
unique climate here in the United States because in order for there to be a tornado, you have to have like a high pressure on the top and a low pressure on the bottom.
Mhm.
Yep.
Kind of clash into each other to create that tornado. And we're just kind of our altitude in the United States is just kind of all over the place, especially
Yeah.
around the Rocky Mountains area. And China just doesn't have, or most other locations just doesn't have the same type of climate we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of those tornadoes that you're talking about originate from the ocean and then go to the land. The United States and Canada, as far as I know, are the only ones that originate from land.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I have
I
for
could be
news.
wrong about that, but
No, that's pretty much what Wikipedia said. Now, I mean, I know
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia isn't always right, but it pretty much said most of the tornadoes that happened in China were because they started out as a tropical storm. Okay, so I have some really
news, folks. That's after the news.
Sports? No, we don't talk of sports here.
So I actually have a conspiracy theory that my mother is starting. That's right, guys.
You're a
My
damn
mom.
liar.
My mom, she's decided that, and I think it can hold some merit, just a little bit. So first of all, let's look into it like this. In the history books, there has never been a virus that has required the whole entire planet to be vaccinated until COVID-19.
Well,
That-
it has never been required.
No.
To be fair, vaccinations are a relatively new technology as well.
While I agree with you,
Yeah.
with you on that, it's at least 100 years old for vaccinations. Okay, we'll just go from there.
Right around, yeah.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, granted.
So with that being said, in the 100 years that we've been recording, giving everybody a vaccination for an illness that just pops out of nowhere, this is the first time this has ever happened. Now, the conspiracy theory is that it coincides with the enlightening of UFO and the thought process that there are aliens out there and that they are going to be visiting us. And with that being said, one of the conspiracy theory that she has is that the reason why everybody has to be vaccinated is because the aliens are going to come to our planet and they are susceptible to this COVID-19 virus, and we have to be vaccinated so that we don't pass it on to them.
Well, that's a lot better than your other theory related to it. You remember what that was?
No.
That those that have the COVID-19 vaccination will be more appetizing to them
Oh,
because they want to
that's-
come and eat us.
Oh, that's
That was my theory.
Oh.
Yeah. And
was-
Mom
yeah.
feels the same way.
Okay.
Like, she said the same thing. Like, they're going to eat us. They're going to eat us. And people
So what
that
do
are...
they, I said, Shelly, what do they do with chickens and cows? They inoculate them so we don't get their diseases.
Yeah.
That's why you have those chickens that claim not to be not to have what is it?
Antibiotics.
Antibiotics. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So
Kentucky Fried Mutants.
she said the same thing. She said we're being vaccinated so that we will be able to be more edible to the aliens when they come.
So that means they're going to come for me first.
Yeah.
Nobody else in the castle.
I'm going to
And
be...
that's also why they're trying to get rid of our guns so we can
Yeah.
defend ourselves.
That was
Yeah.
something that Thunder K said earlier. They're getting rid of our guns so we can't defend ourselves against the aliens. That's right. So there's your conspiracy theory for that.
And now we're not saying that we believe in any of that. Just to point it out, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It is a conspiracy theory. However, I do want to point this out. There is Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP.
No.
And it was started
Hot
in
tip.
2017, and it was a $22 million over 5-year program that is supposed to analyze efforts to study unidentified flying objects. $22 million for this.
Chump change.
Right.
Well, just to counterpoint that, the reason why that is the case is because there are lots of new threats coming out from all over the United States, mostly drones of one nature or another, that are extremely dangerous and very hard to detect. So that's why they're dumping a lot of money into technology that can look at unidentified flying objects, which a drone would fall into that category.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can actually go online and you can read the letters. They've actually released the information. There's documents from the government stating what the program is about. Some of it's been, written through with pens. They do have some analysis that they've
Did you say
released.
some of it was written in pen?
Like they've, written through the words, like put a line through the
redacted?
words. Yeah, redacted. That's it. Sorry, I don't know the word.
That's
And
fine.
because I've got an associate's degree, I'm sorry.
Wow. Just be smarter.
Hey, that's all I have is an associate's degree.
But you didn't correct me with the word redacted like the bachelor's degree guy did.
Well, that is true. I did not. I
That's
just
right.
let you run
That's
with
right.
it.
Right.
Have you noticed that I've been backing off on that recently? The
Why?
last few weeks?
Why?
I just haven't.
You can't.
I
you
just
can't change
realized
who you
that.
are. You can't change who you are.
You guys realize that all
You have the pad and pen and shirt and badge and everything.
Oh yeah, the grammar police shirt, right?
Have I noticed that you stopped correcting me? No.
you guys
'Cause you
realize
still
you have
correct
less
me.
than 3 days until y'all can stop saying that I don't even have a high school diploma. So don't even be like that.
But you're still only going to have a high school diploma for another 2 years at least, so we can still.
No, I wouldn't say another 2 years. I have
4.
almost.
4 years.
No, I'm kind of my associate.
You don't get an associate. All right.
But anyway, I actually already
That's
have.
not how that works.
That
actually
isn't
already
how that
have
works.
26 credit hours.
Huh?
I already have 26 credit hours.
Well, if you
Towards
want to apply
one,
to
yes.
an associate's degree, then you'll get associate's degree, but you're going for a bachelor's, right?
Well, yeah, but like
Okay. So you don't go.
in all technicality, I'll have 2 years down my belt and I'll have an associate.
No, that's not how that works.
I'll
That
have an
isn't-
associate's degree. in
26 credits is not an associate's degree, sir.
No, I know that.
Okay.
I'm almost a sophomore, is what I'm saying.
Anyway.
I'm almost a sophomore in college.
It's not like when you get to 2 years, they hand you an associate's degree. That's not how that
Sure they will.
Nope, not at all.
Sure will.
So anyway, if you're interested in learning more about ATIP, you can look on the internet, and Wikipedia has some things. It actually has the documentation listed there. And that is all I have today.
All right. So I think it's time for Stump the Robotuna. Bring us up the scorecard.
I didn't think we were
Thunder
doing Stump
Cake.
the Robotuner today since it's already 9:35.
Oh, are we? Okay. Yeah, that is a good point. Hmm?
Do you want to do Stump the Ro? I can get it together real quick. It's only 10 questions, so I can do it real quick. 1 second.
Okay.
Why are you leaving it? Why aren't you talking amongst yourselves?
No, I have this hair on my bottom lip.
So Thunder
That
K,
hurts.
Thunder
and I'm
K,
trying to pull it.
why do your feet smell so bad?
I don't know, but my balls itch.
Ew.
Why do your
Well,
balls itch?
you should probably scratch them then.
Okay. I guess we're
I don't
going.
know.
Are we in real time or is there a delay?
Oh, there's always going to be delay when they're remote.
Okay. All right. So this is going to take a little bit longer. Okay.
Alright.
Number 1, we'll start
5
with
questions.
Robotuner.
Okay.
In which video game did Super Mario first appear?
Donkey Kong.
Correct.
Bring.
Thunder K. Which animal has the largest eye in the world? Is it an elephant? A. B. The giant squid? Or C. A giraffe?
Longest what in the world?
The biggest eye.
Giant squid?
Correct.
Oh, very nice. Brim.
Alex. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility?
Oh, okay.
Is it A. Mars, B. Earth, or C. the Moon?
Or D, the piss stream that you leave in your backyard.
That is a good point. I'm gonna say see the moon.
Correct.
Okay. 1 and 1.
What is
Brim.
someone who shoes horses called? Robotuner.
Oh, damn it.
Peach cobbler.
Is it A. a terrier, B. a barrier, or C. a farrier?
C, farrier.
Correct.
Woo. Brim.
I can't do both.
What,
okay.
What kind of weapon is a falchion? Is it A. an axe, B. a rod, or C. a sword?
I don't know this one.
See a sword?
Correct.
Yeah, I was stuck between like an axe and a sword.
Who
Alexei.
invented the rabies vaccine?
Oh,
Was it A. Frank Pasteur? Was it B. Larry Pasteur? Or was it C. Louis Pasteur?
You better get this.
I think. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say B. Larry Pasteur.
No.
Damn it.
Robotuner?
Let's see. What did he say? He said Larry Pasteur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Frank and Louis.
I'm going to guess Louis Pasteur.
Correct.
Woo. Brim.
All right,
Damn.
Robotuner. Which garden is considered to be among the 7 wonders of the ancient world? Is it A. the botanical gardens of Saudi Arabia? Is it B. the China gardens of Asia? Or is it C. the hanging gardens?
The Hanging Gardens of what?
Sorry, of Babylon. I thought I
Oh.
said it. Sorry.
I'm going to. I don't think Babylon is any logical answer, since it only exists in the Bible, as far as I know. So I am going to guess 8.
No.
No. Okay.
Thunder K.
Thunder K,
It's
your turn.
the Hanging Gardens.
Correct.
Oh,
Babylon is a real place.
yeah, it is real place.
No.
Okay. Thunder K. Which kind of bulbs were once exchanged on a form of currency? Was it A. daisies, B. roses, or C. tulips?
Tulips.
Correct.
But not butt tulips.
Yeah, not butt tulips. All right. Ooh, this is a good question for you, Alex, the intern.
Oh God, is it gonna be a
Alex, the
goddamn hard
intern.
one?
Which chess piece can only move diagonally?
Ooh, I know this one.
Are you serious? You're having to.
It's a goddamn bishop and or a queen. if
Okay.
you
Yeah.
move it right.
Correct.
Yeah, only diagonally. Yeah, it's the bishop.
Well, I mean, if you put the pieces in the right order, only a queen can move diagonally sometimes.
Yeah,
It
but he's
just
saying-
means that that's the only thing that piece can do.
I know, it's a joke.
Do you want me to give you a buzzer? Is that what you're looking for? I mean,
Eh.
take your
All right,
point
last
away.
question.
All right.
'cause this is 10.
All right. Here's the deal.
Yeah?
I'm
We're
going to
listening.
ask this, and whoever this isn't something that you're going to know the answer to. So whoever says their name first, or whoever guesses it right, wins. But you have to say your name, okay? What flavor is Cointreau? coin trial. Is it A, chocolate? Is it B,
I'm gonna
Yes.
get.
hold on. Is it A, chocolate? Is it B, turkey? Or is it C, orange?
Robotuner.
Ooh.
Orange.
Correct.
Woo.
All right. Robotuner wins.
Well, we're tied. How does it win?
Yeah, that's
you
right.
just got 3.
Well, Thunder
I mean,
K had
not
4.
3.
Yeah.
Not 3, but... Oh, you're tied?
Yeah.
All right,
you know,
here's the
tied.
tiebreaker question.
All right.
What? Okay, who wrote... Hold on.
Who
Y'all,
wrote-
y'all will answer this. Okay. Who was Henry VIII's first wife?
Oh, Robotuner. Catherine.
Yes. It was his brother's wife.
Originally, yes. Then
Yeah.
his brother died.
Yeah.
And then when his brother died, he became king.
Yeah,
And
he,
by obligation, he married her.
he didn't obligate. No, he married her because he wanted to marry her.
Oh.
And then he decided he didn't want to be married to her anymore.
Yeah. And thus divorce was invented.
Exactly.
So those of you just listening on the podcast and not on YouTube's, the final score: RoboTuner 5, Thunder K 4, Alex the Intern 2. I just realized last week that we're putting the scores up there and nobody can, we're not reading them off to the podcast users.
Oh, yeah.
We always say, la la one.
Yeah, so that's a good point. All right, so let's call an end to this debacle because we ran a bit. Well, we got a late start here today. So if you got anything you would like for us to discuss on the show, you can drop us an email, robotuner2020@gmail.com. You can also call and leave us a voicemail at 682-325-1379.
And if you have any conspiracy theories that you think that would be interesting for the show, please email us. I read the emails every single time, and I will make sure that if I see an email there that has a valid conspiracy theory that we haven't talked about, I definitely will bring it up on the show.
Yes. And then you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Robotuner across both platforms. And we are live on YouTube most Sundays and or Mondays or whatever day we decide to do this on, starting no earlier than 7 p.m. Central Time. All right, we is out of here. We'll see you guys again next week. Red Pants. And we're off.
And YouTubes, if you don't mind, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and liking the video and sharing, that would really help us out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Subscribe and like, please.
Yes, and you can also get notifications when we go live as well. All right. Thanks, live listeners. If there are any left, we'll see you guys next week. We're out. And...